Hello and welcome everybody. Yeah, well, I thought I was doing open series commentary, but yeah, I end up here doing FC commentary today. So I'm your commentator, and I've got a co-commentator today, Sven de Vries. Hello,
Hello.
how you doing, Sven?
Pretty good. Excited to be here. It's my first time doing commentary, so we'll see what happens. If I mess up, I apologize in advance. So, looking good. The big
Yeah.
field. Seeing Stefan Roald taking pole position. I think that might be a surprise.
Well, I don't think so. I know Stefan is quite good, and I think he had some podiums last year. I don't know if he had a podium this year. I believe so. So yeah, I think he showed how fast he is, and yeah, it's not a big surprise. So we'll see if he can win it. Of course, he's a big favorite now after getting that pole position. But of course, it's 17 race laps, race one and race two, of course. But yeah, we will see if he can win race one. So yeah, interesting. We've got 27 drivers now, and I believe there might be a 28 driver on his way, but not that sure. I thought I saw Hansko Mebius in the server earlier. Not sure if he's rejoining. How's the weather looking, Sven? Do you have any idea? I see people talking about a wet session in the chat. You know anything about that?
Yeah, I think they're just kind of joking around. It would obviously be fun to have a wet race, but it doesn't look like it's going to be raining today.
Yeah, because I think a wet race would mean a lot of other tactics. So yeah. But we will see.
Actually, I'm incorrect. I do see some rain.
Yeah. Any idea how much percentage?
I do not know. I do not have the plugin installed, unfortunately, but I don't see any umbrella in the stands.
Well, we move in, to race in a moment. Williamson says so. Yeah.
Seems to be very light rain so far, but it could definitely mix things up.
Yeah.
Cause a little chaos.
Yeah, true. And of course, the first lap is really difficult. Of course, the first corner is always that bottleneck of cars. And in the rain, yeah, it might be worse or it might be better because everybody thinks, oh, it's rain. Let's take it easy into the first corner. But yeah, we'll see. Sure, it will be dry. I think that would be better.
Yeah, I think it might be best if the first few laps are dry. I don't know how many of these drivers practiced in the rain, but obviously if you have some drivers that practice a lot in the rain just in case, and there's some that didn't, that could cause some chaos in turn one.
Yeah, or turn two. But yeah, we will see. We're nearly waiting for the server to switch to the race, and oh, happening now. Everybody is now lining up on the grid.
Yeah, it's definitely looking to be an interesting race.
Is
I believe we
everybody?
had the top 13 within a second of each other.
I see a lot of rain tires, but I'm not sure if that's correct.
Yeah, I do too, but I think that's just something that's going to update in a second.
We are on the way for the warm-up lap. And so it's Stefan Rouault, who's starting from pole position, which I think is first pole position. With James Johnson in P2.
There's rain.
Oh, there is rain. Oh, interesting. Well, it's Jonathan Holmes in P3 for you. It's Michel de Jonge, who got his first GPV podium, I believe, in Sochi, starting in P4. With Cameron Brewster, Cam is starting in P5. With Philip Koenig in P6. Niranjan Kumar from India from P7. With Jorn Lindberg doing an excellent job in qualifying in P8. Rob Mason P9. With Matthew Churquin in starting in P10, so it's actually quite good for the drag guys. Starting with both cars in the top 10. Got Hutchinson in P11 with Jeffrey Fournier P12. Random Muru P13 and Patrick Wannemuller P14. Thomas Jacobs for the GPVWC Academy P15. With Carlos Fernandez, the championship leader, or he was championship leader in P16. With Terence Gretsch P17. Bruno Souza Ferreira P18. Aiden Paulsen P19. Antonio Harjanovic, who's in the pits, starting from pits, otherwise he would have started from P20. P21 for Sam Jones. Brett Metcalf in 22. Enno Tubin P23. Adrian in P24. Marius Nicolai P25. Ben Willis in P26. And then we have Simon Smith P27. The question
we also have David Junt in the pit. He's starting from the pit lane. He's heading to the end of the pit lane now. He suddenly stopped in the track. I'm not sure what happened.
I think he's replacing Malamed. We have 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're gone. But who's got the best start? Let's see. I think it's a good start from Holmes. Holmes jumps to P2. But is he going to challenge Ruold? No. It's De Jong. Oh, how is this? Is everything going good? I think everything is going quite well. Do you have a crash somewhere? Oh, we have a crash. I think with Wannemuller and Muru colliding. Oh, and Wannemuller is done. But it's really slippery out there. I can see. So.
Yeah, it looks like Wannemuller started on the dry tires and lost the rear in turn 2, and just crashed into the wall.
I think
Unfortunate for him.
You have another crash. I think it's Cameron Brewster. Cameron Brewster lost his rear wing. Oh, that's problems for drag, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's still early.
You get hit by Kumar going into turn 4. Lost the rear wing. I think he was in dry tires. So he may have had to brake a little earlier and catching out Kumar.
Yeah, we have some people are having a good start. I think Holmes jumped from P3 to P2. Ruel just kept the first position. Johnson slipped to P3. I think Fournier had quite a good start. Lindbergh had a good start. Well, we have also a bit of a yellow flag. Simon Smith was spinning. Well, yeah, it's been quite slippery. So yeah, I can understand that. But after one lap, it's Stefan Ruold leading, and then Jonathan Holmes. But yeah, Stefan has quite a big gap on Holmes. Well, we have Johnson looking at Holmes, but no, can't do anything. We have some overtakings on the straight. Yeah, some people are trying, of course, but yeah, it's difficult with rain to go offline, of course. Sven, you as a sim racing driver, how difficult is it to go offline when the track is still half wet?
It can be very tricky depending on how wet it is offline. In general, with our Vector 2 offline usually has a lot less grip, especially if there's rain. So it will definitely be very well calculated move of each driver to overtake off the line.
Yeah, true. We only have one retirement. That's Patrick Wannemuller, and I think Cameron made it to the pits, but I'm not sure if he will continue or he will retire. But see.
What happened to Fernandez? He's all the way down in 10th.
No, he started from 16, so he's actually had quite a good start. It's I think Thomas Jacobs with a excellent start. Oh,
a little white.
Yeah, we are now seeing Kumar, Fernandez. Oh, Kumar overtook Fernandez. Oh, interesting. Oh, but Kumar's off. Did they touch?
Let me look that up.
Yeah, But was that aquaplaning that made them hit each other? Was my question. Didn't see that really good. But yeah, we now have some overtaking on the straights. Now Johnson can't overtake Holmes. Got Lindbergh and Mason looking. Yeah.
Terence Cratch going on Fernandez on the inside.
And Terence.
Side by side.
Oh.
With a touch. Terence holds it. Nice move around the outside.
We have a crash and a tubin spun. Bruno Vries spun. But don't just keep standing there. Oh no. Oh, yeah, I was saying don't keep standing there, but yeah, moving is also not an option. It's quite tricky.
Yeah, you get spun around by Tubin, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of problems. Yeah, a lot of problems from Team Eval already. Oh, now we've got Enno Tubin running wide, of course, with no front wing on his car. So, let's see who's on the point scoring position actually. We've got Aiden in P15 with Koenig and Nikolai battling it out for P13 and 14. Sam Jones, whoa, Sam Jones, look at that. Sam Jones is driving P12. Come on, Sam, you can score that point. So yeah, will not be biased, but I hope Sam can score a point today. Well, Carlos already from starting P16, he's now in P11 with Gretsch. Well, quite a good start from Gretsch in
Stefan
P10.
Rewald into the pit.
Oh, interesting. No, really? Did he? He's pitting for
wet tires.
Oh, that's interesting. Is he the only one then? Is he the only one who thinks, hey, it's too wet now, so...
Yeah, it looks like others didn't go. I thought he had quite a gap to the guys behind him, so I'm not sure if that was the right move at that moment.
Yeah, and he has no spray, so yeah, well, he must have judged that it's too hard.
Yeah, we'll see how that pays off for him, and if he's able to overtake these guys quite easily.
Oh yeah, we will see, and yeah. Yeah, they are struggling. I'm wondering what their lap times are now. Jonathan Holmes did the best lap. That was a 26.9. That's not very fast. I think we saw 129s in qualifying. So yeah, that doesn't mean it's very good. If Sven, if you can keep an eye out of the lap time of Ruo, if he actually is faster than the front runners,
yeah,
would make a good move.
Yeah, it seems like they're about 7 seconds of their qualifying pace in the current weather conditions. Doing about 37 flat, a little higher. So we'll see what Stefan can do on these wet tires.
But yeah, going back to P11 from Sam Jones, he's already in P11. I think after almost 4 laps now, you can say the man of the race until now is Sam Jones driving P11. I think he's enjoying this, and yeah, it would be good if after 70 laps he's getting points, because that was his aim, and yeah, he was a bit unlucky in earlier races, but I think he quite likes half fit, half dry races.
Yeah, doing a great job so far.
Yeah, true. And yeah, of course, Thomas Jacobs is doing a good job in the Academy car, having won the Sochi Open Series Grand Prix. He was selected to drive here at the Academy. Oh, well, we have Churgwin spinning off, but Churgwin was smart to move his wheel. So yeah, I think he still has a lot of problems getting out of the gravel, but still, he didn't lose his rear wing, and that was a really good key. But yeah, now I really think Rouault could have been right
he's
on his car.
Flying at the moment. In the first 2 sectors, he's gained 1.3 seconds.
But
although there's only 12 laps to go, so I don't know if it's going to be enough. But he's definitely faster, so...
I think it will be enough. I mean, I'm really wondering what the gap between him and the other drivers are, and if you look at lap time.
He'll need about 2 seconds per lap, so we'll see.
Let's see, he's doing
Crosses the
the
line.
fastest lap for the 34.9.
So that's 2.1 seconds. So in
That's
theory, that should put him in first place. But he's got 10 drivers between him and first place. He's going to need to overtake. So we'll see how fast he can get past those guys, and if the weather conditions get better or worse.
yeah.
Obviously, if they get worse, they will play in his advantage, and that will definitely be what he's hoping for.
True. That's very true, and it makes for a very interesting race, because if the guys in front who are driving in front of him don't pit, then you will get that great racing, and then yeah, you will see people struggling in front. But yeah, the fan need to work for it if he wants to get a win.
Absolutely. He's gaining rapidly on Sam Jones and Terence Gretsch ahead of him.
That's true. Oh, good. Are there any more pitchers? Johnson is not. I don't know if that's smart. Holmes is going not as well. Young is not going to pit, and that's something I would suggest now. If you have both Madcape cars in the top 3, of course you can continue, but you could also say, hey, let's give the other car the alternative strategy. Fournier is pretty smart, I think. I think it's time to pit, but yeah, I'm of course only a commentator.
Oh, Rual just did a 36.5. See, now he's losing some time passing these people.
But yeah, well, we think it's about to clear up, but still, I think the circuit is quite wet, so I think Rual will still have a big advantage. Now we have Rob Mason in P4, and that's quite interesting. Rob Mason.
That's an excellent drive by him.
Yeah, that's excellent drive, and he's now in P4. So wouldn't it be great if he can go for P3? But yeah, of course, it's easy to say. But I believe Mason has the rain tires, and Michel de Jong doesn't have that the rain tires, so it might be easier for Rob to overtake than Michel hopes. But yeah, he just needs to stay calm, because I think it would be an easy overtake.
Oh, Stefan, a risky overtake there on Fernandez. That's going to cost him a lot of time. Oh, Fernandez off. Not into the wall, thankfully. Looks like he's going to come out ahead of Gretsch still. Oh no, because he's offline. Gretsch going to take him.
37.8 for Johnson, and 139.9 for Holmes. But what does Ruel do? Yeah, 37.1. So he's only
only 7/10.
Yeah, only 7/10. But still 10 laps. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to say that I don't think that was the right call. I think Fournier also went way too late to make that call, especially if it's clearing up. Ruel now off the road.
Well, I'm not that sure. I think he still has a good chance to at least get a podium. He's still faster, and
looks like something happened to Michel de Jong, because he's now down in 5th.
Oh,
we Mason in 3rd.
We have Lindbergh spinning. Oh, he was in P5, I believe.
Strong listing still on.
Yeah, everything is still working. And now he's getting hunted by Gretsch, Fernandez, and Kumar. So yeah, now he's feeling the heat, as say. I think some people have problems with the dry tires as well. So interesting what the lap times will say this lap, because Holmes was pretty slow. He did about a 140. So we've got 138.8 from Johnson. That's not that good. And then we have a 140.7 for Holmes. Now it's getting interesting. Mason.
38.3. He's gaining a lot.
Mason.
He's on fire. So is Jacobs, 38 flat.
Oh, interesting. And the young 43. So that means
He's at a spin somewhere.
What did Rowe do?
Roel did a 37.1.
Then I will say the wet weather tires are the right call at the moment. So that's very interesting.
Oh, Lindbergh hits Gretsch, and he's not going to make the corner. Kumar's going to take... Oh, Gretsch takes the anti-cut. I see a part of his front wing flying. He's lost the front wing. Wow.
Ah, no.
That's a shame.
But it's interesting, Sam Jones is in P10, and I think Sam Jones can get P6 or something, because he's really flying, and he's on the right strategy. And well, we have Enno Tubin almost taking Kumar out, because Enno Tubin was stationary at, I think, turn 5 or 6 it was.
Oh, we had a crash between Fournier and Gretsch as well.
Wow.
Going into turn 3, Terrence hit the throttle too early on the wet line and flew to the right where Fournier was going.
And we have another...
Fournier also lost his front wing. That's unfortunate for him.
We have another thing. We've got Brett Metcalf in the points. And, well, Team Backmarker Brigade didn't have points in the whole of 2015. Will today be the day that they get points in 2016? Well,
look at this, Rob Mason and Jonathan Holmes side by side going through the last turn now, side by side in the straight.
And we have a lot of things happening. Michel de Jonge spun. Guys, smart. Oh, we've got 3 wide. No.
Oh, wow. I think they're both going to pass him, yeah?
Yeah. Who's leading? Johnson still? Oh, interesting. Oh, this is very interesting.
Roal's right behind there.
We've already got Rouault there. Wow. Well, people, if you didn't pitch for tires already, well, you should do. Wow.
Yeah, it's close. He gained 2 seconds on the last lap. He's going to need a little more than that, but it looks like the rain is increasing.
Interesting. Oh, but it's still 14 seconds between Mason and Johnson, so yeah.
So far, this is turning out great. Seeing both strategies being played out.
This is a great race. This is a great race, but
we got several people. The crash in the pit lane.
What? Crash in the pit lane? No.
I think Fournier. No, who was it?
Win.
Terrence hit Simon Smith, Simon Smith spun in the pit lane into his pit box. Was basically in there at a 90-degree angle and then backed up, and Gretsch was going there and hit him. Now Simon Smith does not have a rear wing. Is reversed in his pit entry box.
Well, we have now Stefan Rouault seeing Jacobs and Mason, but yeah, it's quite a bad exit. So he can't overtake them on this straight, which I expected.
Gain another 2 seconds in the lead.
Yeah. Interesting. So we got
Johnson off track. A little bit.
We've got 7 laps to go. And 2 seconds a lap. Oh, this makes it very interesting.
A lot going on. Jonathan Lindbergh also spun again.
We've got Rouault getting P3 from Jacobs. While Rob Mason still has P2. And I think Rob Mason says, well, no, Stefan, I want to get P1 for my team. But looks like an excellent race strategy-wise. Johnson still leading, but he's losing another second and another second.
Saving her a while off, I think.
Oh,
yeah, he spins.
No.
Oh, I think he still has his front wing.
Yeah, but this
that's gonna...
Ooh.
I heard someone else gonna put him down all the way back in...
Ooh, interesting. Interesting, but
still
unfortunate,
fifth.
Of course. Fortunate. Oh. I don't want to jinx it as a commentary's curse, but... well, I will not name any names then, but the guy in P2 and the guy in P3...
I think James Johnson just had a moment as well into the last turn.
Yeah.
He went over the anti-cut.
I think Mr. Mason and Mr. Jacobs have a very good possibility to at least get a podium or more. And at the rate I see Mr. Mason catching Johnson.
He gained 5 seconds this lap. I think Mason has a very good shot of winning the race, especially now that Raval is, I'm going to say he's not going to have a shot of winning this race. He's now 25 seconds behind.
Yeah, true.
Jacobs also made a small mistake and is now 2.5 seconds behind Mason.
We have Churgwin spun.
Ben Willis into a wall without a rear and front wing. What happened there?
Oh, we have a car stationary. Oh, this is very it's a lot of happening because of aquaplaning, of course. Oh yeah, it's cool, interesting. Oh, we have dropped Mason on 6 seconds of Johnson. I think Johnson should have pitted. Now it could be quite painful for Johnson. But yeah, it depends what will happen.
Has Rob Mason ever won a race?
I think he didn't won a race in FC, but he won, I think, a race or two in Open Series. So he's one of those Open Series talents, but yeah, that would be huge for
reproving his skills out here in changing weather conditions. He gained 2 seconds this lap already.
Oh, but he's running wide. Oh, keep it on track. On track. The track will come to you, Rob. Keep it on track. Would be great for Epic if they could win this. But now it's still 5.3, so.
It's 3.9 seconds at the line. I think Thomas Jacobs also has a good shot of catching James Johnson.
While Rouault is going to pit again. Why? Are the wet tires, are they destroyed? Oh.
I can't imagine he has any damage from.
Well, switching back
contact.
to dries would be the wrong strategy as well, I think. Did you notice who we have on P7, Sven?
Sam Jones, yeah, doing an excellent job. Is he gonna take Stefan?
No.
I think he might.
No, just let's Stefan keep ahead. Just let Sam do his job, and yeah, of course. That's something you see. Then Sam Jones has a plan.
Hang on, what happened to Rob Mason? He's down in third. Mason went off in turn 5. He just lost it. Thomas Jacobs straight through.
I have a
that
feeling...
keeps the hopes up for James Johnson. I mean, staying alive out there.
Yeah, I have a feeling the worst is over already.
Michel de Jong is out of the race.
Oh, really?
Drove it into the pit and just stopped.
Well, yeah, of course, that's a logical thing to do when you're in a point-scoring position, but yeah. It gives Terence P15, I believe. Yeah.
David Jones, starting from the pit lane, is in 11th position. Doing an excellent job holding Carlos Fernandez back at the moment.
Now we still have 4 laps to go. It looks better and better for James Johnson. Of course, want to see him win. Of course, it might look like we are not fans of James. Of course we are, but we find it very interesting with the rain strategy. But yeah, it looks like he still can win it.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job on those dry tires in these weather conditions, just staying on track, not making many mistakes. And the guys behind him do, and he's taking great advantage of that.
But it's not over, and I think it might be closer next lap. We will see. We have an excellent race for the GPVWC Academy driver in P2, Mr. Jacobs. Yeah, I think that last step is one too much. Of course, I believe Thomas Jacobs won earlier in FC in 2013. I believe so, yeah. He knows how to drive a car. Well, we have a stationary turret garage.
Oh, contact. Garage is off.
Oh, we have Rob Mason spinning again. Yeah, we've got Rob Mason spinning again. He just turned in 1 meter too late, and there is no grip. There's just no
Tricky
grip.
track conditions. Thankfully, he has big enough of a gap back to Jonathan Holmes, so he will maintain that podium position. But I'm gonna say that.
Oh, Johnson spins from the lead.
Oh,
Johnson spins from the lead. Oh, and there's coming Ray Jacobs. Jacobs knows this is his chance. Jacobs takes the lead. Jacobs takes the lead. Sorry for shouting, but yeah, this was really, really where Thomas is waiting for. And yeah, what we kind of feared would happen to Johnson. So,
Rob Mason's gonna be kicking himself for spinning now because he would have been in second position at the moment.
Yeah, true. But yeah, how are the tires from Johnson? I wonder. Do they really have that overheating effect now, or yeah, it's very interesting. But yeah, with 2.5 laps to go, it's Thomas Jacobs leading for GPVWC Academy. For the Academy car, win a race in FC. That'd be totally,
massive.
It would be really strange, but really, really great, of course. But we will see. Well, we have Rob Mason spinning again.
Oh no!
Which
he kept that.
which gives
Careful.
my feeling that the rain tires might have had their longest day, but I'm not sure. Could be overheating problems as well. Oh, we have a yellow flag.
That might be why Stefan made another pit stop, because his tires were completely gone. Seeing how Rob Mason's been struggling with them.
Yeah.
So Thomas Jacobs seems to be absolutely fine on them. He's flying. If he keeps it on the black stuff, he will be running away with the win here.
I'm wondering how Jacobs will do the last 2 laps. Yeah, it's neat and tidy. And Johnson, yeah, I think Johnson is giving it up for the win. He says, well, and P2, good enough. It's still 20 points, and well, yeah, championships you can't win in the first few races. You only can lose it. You need to score good points, and yeah, second position is still great points for the team, especially now De Jong retired from race. Yeah. Well, we've got Hutchinson is still in P5. We didn't name him, but he's doing an excellent job for T4 in P5. What is the top 15 actually? Let's see. Buru in P15.
We have a back marker tapping off Thomas Jacobs. Oh no. Oh, and he's losing it. Is he gonna stay ahead of? I think he's gonna keep it ahead of Johnson.
My God. Wow. But now we have an excellent race for one more lap. So yeah, you were interrupting me. So the top 15 is Muru, Metcalf on 14, Fournier 13, Juns 12, Koenig 11th, Fernandez 10, Nicolai
Jonathan
9th.
Holmes off in the gravel.
Oh
no, he was stuck on the curb.
Oh. But he was in podium position. Oh, and Mason spins again. And Hutchinson goes to P3. Wow. Those tires are absolutely destroyed. Or like Kimi Räikkönen once said, completely destroyed.
And look at Stefan Rewald now. I think he's going to catch Mason. Oh no! As I said, that commentator's curse. Rewald flies into the wall, loses the front wing. He's going to have to make another pit stop. But Mark Hutchinson in P3, wow. He's going to love that.
And Jacob's still leading.
That means Rewald's not going into the pit with 1 lap to go.
Of course, I think that's allowed. I think you have.
I think Sam Jones is going to be catching him with Matthew Churchman right behind him.
Wow. Well, this is one of those races where you look everywhere and you see things happening everywhere.
Stefan Rewald off. That's going to put Sam Jones in 5th in a moment. And could Sam Jones catch Rob Mason in 4th? Oh no, Sam Jones wants to go around the outside off the racing line. That lets Churchman through. So Sam Jones, far from gaining a place, actually losing. You have a back marker trying to push Sam Jones out of the way. Is this the last lap?
Yeah, this is the last lap. So, after the last corner, I think we have our winner. Wow. Did you see this one coming, Sven?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
He's going to be
Thomas
delighted.
Jacobs.
A massive job from Thomas
Thomas
Jacobs.
Jacobs wins for GPVWC Academy. Wow.
Rewald off again. Sam Jones now in the 6th position.
So we have Johnson finishing in P2. I think the best he could have done. He had a bit of problems, but yeah, still good.
Yeah, great job from him. Made a few tiny mistakes. Unfortunately, the one at the end cost him the lead.
And Hutchinson,
Fantastic
P3.
job as well.
I think he asked for people to pinch him because he's got his first GPVWC podium. Really,
Turquin almost
really
takes Mason.
Really well
Is he
done.
going to make it around the last corner? They're going to go side by side to the line. I think he's going to get it.
Did he? No, he
Turquin...
didn't. No,
Did he not get it?
I think he didn't get it, or did he?
Wow. For like 100th of a second, the difference.
So Mason P4, Turquin P5, Sam Jones!
P6, excellent
10
job.
10 points for Sam Jones. Holmes P7, so Sam Jones did beat Jonathan Holmes. Rouault P8, with no nose. Nicolai P9, Fernandez still P10, and I kind of find this good for Fernandez because Fernandez has a good chance to win the second race with the reverse grid. Then we've got Koenig 11th, Fournier 12th. Jens will come to finish in P13. And Sven, I will tell you something. Backmarker Brigade, after I think 1.5 years without points, but Metcalf did give Backmarker Brigade their first points of 2016, which means
I'm sure they'll be pleased with that.
Yeah, which means every team within the Formula Challenge has points now, with Mr. Muru finishing in P15. Oh, what a race! I didn't saw this coming. I mean, I didn't know there was rain until we saw a little bit of a chat. It was very interesting. I really don't know what else to say, but Jacobs winning. That's something. Yeah, of course, he's always having a chance to win a race because he's competing. But yeah, of
great
course,
drive by him.
Yeah, I think technical. He was very strong. I think he made sure not to make any mistakes because that would upset the tires as well, and he didn't.
Yeah, he held on very well to them. I'm reading in the chat now that Rob Mason's tires died with 3 laps to go, so my guess is that the same happened to Stefan Rowan.
Yeah.
So great job by Thomas Jacobs in making those tires work and last all the way to the end.
But yeah, I think Thomas is the man of this race, of course. But yeah, Hutchinson is also a man of the race. I think those last 3 laps, he couldn't believe. Oh, now we have another one off. We've got Holmes off, and now we forgot Roald off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, great, and definitely a shout out to James Johnson as well. Even though he spun a great job by him in these weather conditions to do 17 laps on those dry tires.
Yeah.
And holding on to P2 in the end.
Oh, and look at Sam Jones. He's still making donuts. Yeah,
massive job by him.
He's over the moon, of course, and I think his force was lying at the fact he was just sticking at the plan. He had rain tires, and he was just sticking at the plan. We are not going to pit. We are just doing this. We're not doing anything stupid. We're just driving the hell out of the car, and yeah. And that results in P6. So another drive of the day already for Sam Jones, which was quite good. So yeah, where we have winners, we have also some losers. And of course, one of the biggest losers was Patrick Vandermoeder after that first corner crash. Was kinda sad, of course. Also Antonio Hrjanovic finish. And more. I think we will restart the server, so I can see who finished where now. But it was really interesting. Do you have the championship positions already, Sven, or not yet?
I
Where's
do
everybody
not at the
going?
moment, no.
But James Johnson was already leading the championship with 74 points, so he can add at least 20 today. Quite interesting. Okay. Well, I have some things to read now. Let's see, yeah. And while I'm hearing now, Sven, are you still there?
For the moment, yes. I've got
Oh.
some real life duties to go take care of, so I'm gonna head out and miss the
Okay.
second race. But it was a pleasure doing the broadcast with you for the first time. I enjoyed.
Well, not
And
for
it
the
was
last time. No,
who
no,
knows?
it's okay. It's okay. I can manage race 2, hopefully.
Good. That was a great race. I'm sure we're gonna have just as much
Yeah.
fun in the second race. I'll be glad to watch it
Absolutely.
back when I get back home later today. And best of luck to you.
Yeah, thanks. So let's see. The championship running order before this race was James Johnson on 74. So he's going to go to 94. We've got Fournier, who had 73. I believe got somewhere in the top 10. So yeah, it's quite, yeah. Well. Johnson Holmes was on 69. I believe he got P7. That would mean 9 points he could add. Makes him go to 78. Mendes got P10. So 65 points will be 71. Brewster didn't finish. Gretz didn't score points. Interesting. But of course, the biggest winner, Thomas Jacobs, with having 0 par, getting 25 now. And yeah, of course, the day isn't over. He might win again. Who knows? Well, we now have to warm up, and everybody is taking on to go to the circuit to test in rainy conditions, because we might have a rainy race again. But yeah, those rainy conditions is really difficult. You have a lot of spray, a lot of aquaplaning. So yeah, you see a lot of crashing, and yeah, that's kind of what rainy racing sometimes brings. And that's, of course, it's sad. But it was quite a clean race up if you look at things. But yeah, it's quite difficult. And if you have some tires dying in the end, it's difficult because you're losing grip. So yeah. So we still have 3 minutes before we go to race 2, and I absolutely have no idea what I can possibly say more, but I will find something. Well, I heard the reverse grid number is 11, which means Philip Koenig is on pole. So this is interesting. The top 11 will be reversed. So yeah, for now, at least for one lap, the warm-up lap, Koenig will lead the race. So at least I think Philip is quite a happy guy. But we will see if he can continue. Of course, Philip Koenig did win an FC race. I think it was 2014. I believe it was China. I'm correct, but I'm not sure. But I know that Philip Koenig won a race in 2014 in FC, so yeah, it can happen again. One of those guys that's around for a long time, so yeah, it's kind of And yeah, I hear that, yeah, of course, we've got Koenig on pole, but we've got Carlos Fernandez from Spain, and well, we're in Spain, starting from P2. And fun fact, Carlos won 2 races at earlier this season, and he both won them starting from P2. And the $1 million question, of course, is where is he starting from today? Yes, P2. Makes it very interesting. But yeah, of course, as a Spaniard, he loves to win at Spain, but I'm not sure if he can do it. Of course, he's one of the fastest guys around, but it also depends on the weather, of course. But yeah, we will see. I think he prefers a dry race instead of a rainy race, but we will see. So yeah, Thomas Jacobs will start from P11, of course, with James Johnson in P10. So well, James Johnson, well, I think he will be quite happy with P10. Not too bad. We'll have Hutchinson starting from P9. That looks good for him to score decent points as well and climb up the championship order. We are nearly going to the to the race, and I'm really looking at every monitor to see anything happen. But yeah, anything happens now. So yeah, we have a lot now. 4 people who are trying to do some laps. They're quite, I think, quite problems with the rain. So this means that there's a lot of problems with this rainy driving. But James Johnson, good lap with rainy tires. But yeah, we're nearly going to go to the race, and I'm wondering what it will be race 2. Only I'm the only commentator, so I try to spot everything, but of course I can't spot everything, but will do my best. Okay. So yeah, in about 30 seconds we will advance to the next session. Of course, it's again 17 laps, plus 1 warm-up lap at the beginning. So yeah, please take enough fuel, because yeah, if you don't need to pit twice, then don't pit twice. Have the admin loading the grid again. Got 27 people still remaining. Only 15 get points. So that's a lot of people will not get points, of course. But yeah, that's how racing is, and I can't wait to see race 2. Everybody is wishing each other good luck, but of course not too much luck, because they want to have biggest luck themselves. So yeah, like the admin says, okay, take care all and good luck. And we now advance to the next session. Everybody is joining now on the grid. We have... Still will see a wet race. Interesting. Joining. We now start for the beginning of the formation lap, and I see spray, so it's another wet race at the Formula Challenge here at Barcelona. So that would make for a interesting race. Of course, people now know what the tires will do in the rain, so I think you see a lot of people maybe doing the different strategy on what they for. So yeah. We have Philip Koenig leading, or well, yeah, getting first position, of course, after the reverse grid. We already have a little bit of a problem for Philip Koenig. Well, we've got Carlos Fernandez in P2, Marius Nicolai in P3, Stefan Rouault in P4, Jonathan Holmes in P5, Sam Jones in P6, Matthew Churgwin in P7, and it's really slippery out there, guys. Because I see already a lot of problems in the formation lap. We've got Rob Mason in P8, Mark Hutchinson in P9, James Johnson P10, Thomas Jacobs, of course, the winner from race 1 in P11, with Jeffrey Fournier in P12, David Junt in P13, Bart Metcalf 14th, Muru P15th, Lindbergh P16th, Cameron Booster P17th, Niranjan Kumar P18th, Terence Gretsch 19th, Ben Willis in P20, with Simon Smith P21, Adrian in P22, Todd Young in P23, Enno Tubin in P24, I believe. Oh, he's in P25. Susan Vrede in P24 and Aiden Paulson in P26 and Patrick Wannemuller in P27. So while the first two guys are already standing, I think this will be a great race to watch again. But yeah, we will see with the rain. I hope the first corner and first lap will be relatively clean. So see, standing 6. Yeah, a lot of rows already standing. Tires are cooling off again. Quite okay for everybody. Guys are joining. The last one. We're going to race again, race 2. Going to get more active now. 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are. Go, go, go! It's quite a good start from Koenig. A good start from Fernandez. Oh, but Holmes as a flyer. He's got a sort of a Bottas start. Yeah, he's going from P5 to P. Wow. They're staying clean. We have problems. I think Ruo has a problem. Well, we have some crashing, some aquaplaning. Oh, we've got problems. Do they lose wings? It was relatively clean with some incidents. Or how do they say? Cloudy with a chance of faults. But it's Philip Koenig leading from Marius Likonai and Jonathan Holmes in P3 with Carlos Fernandez not gaining position but losing 2 positions after his start. He's now into 4th with Matthew Turvin in P5, Stefan Rowe P6, Mason in P7 and James Johnson in P8. Junt is now P9 and Cameron Booster P10. See, everybody's on the second, big straight. Going to in the 3rd sector. I think we have Fernandez. Fernandez is making a mistake. And he's now in P5. Didn't make those mistakes when Carlos. On. After one lap, it's Philip Koenig leading. Well, now that's quite interesting. Although he started from pole, but still. Holmes in P2, Marius P3, Matthew Turpin P4. And do we have overtakes on the straight? Yeah, we've got James Johnson looking at Rob Mason. But will he overtake? He will brake later? Just, but Johnson overtakes Mason. And do we have some other battles? Yeah, we got Niranjan Kumar just overtaking Simon Smith. Oh, it's looking good. Good overtakings now, so yeah. While we have Carlos Fernandez pitting. Was he on the wrong tires? Is he? I think he went to the dry tires, but that's interesting. Oh, so he's going to gamble, or is it just a glitch in my computer? Well, I don't know. Well, we have Simon Smith currently in P12, and as Cameron Brewster aquaplant off track, but didn't lose any vital parts. We now also have Terence Gretsch spin. Oh, we've got. It looks like we have some drying up. We'll see. I think it's early days to go pitch for dry tires, but we'll see. Well, we have Jonathan Holmes looking at Philip Koenig. Still interesting. If it really does dry up, who of the first 7-8 guys is the guy that says, "Hey, I want to go to the pits and take the gamble to go for the tires early"? But yeah, we will see. Well, we have Koenig off. We've got Koenig off. Wow. Sorry, I should bring it more dramatic. Koenig off. It's Koenig off. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it was Koenig off, but he's still in P3. So it's not too bad. But maybe he feels the rain tires are not actually losing performance because it's getting drier. Don't know. Could happen. Holmes. Well, we now have Jonathan Holmes in the lead with Matthew Turpin P2. Oh, it's looking good. Well, James Johnson as request pits. He'll be the first one that says, "Hey, I'm going to try to go to the pits and try to do that gamble in order to win race 2." Because yeah, I think he still feels he should have won race 1, but yeah, didn't. But he is still continuing, so no pitting for Johnson. Are there any other pitting? No, it's still too wet, I think, and yeah, I can understand the guys. Yeah, I think. Well, we have some drivers on dry tires. We've got Fernandez, we've got Muru. Who's got the fastest lap? This is James Johnson, so that's 1:36 is not bad. Be some faster to really pose a threat to other guys. Well, Fernandez is now doing a 1:37.9. That's 1.4 seconds slower than Johnson's fast lap. That could mean it could dry out. It's still lap 3 of 17, so it could go either way. But we still have a lot of good battles. I'm currently looking at Rob Mason and Bruno Sousa Ferreira. Bruno Sousa Ferreira is doing a good job, really. Oh wait, it was Bruno Sousa Ferreira already a lap down. Sorry. Well, it's Mason doing a good job then. Yeah, he's liking this circumstances, and oh, well, we've got Matthew Turpin nearly turning off in front of him. Well, yeah, Mason is doing a good job now, already in P6. But yeah, Yeah, I think he's still kicking himself for not not getting the podium race one. While we have Sherwin and Johnson pitting for Vries. Are they pitting for Vries? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. They lose a lot of time in the pits. And I think the guy we should watch is Mr. Muru. Because Muru is, I think, the first guy. No, that's Nikolai. Nikolai is the first guy on dry tires, and he's in P5. Yeah, I think Nikolai is looking good. If he's getting those dry tires, then the track will only come to him. I think the others will all pit in this lap, so we will have, I think, Holmes in, Rule in, and Koenig in. We will see if that really will happen. It's Holmes in, yeah. Oh no! But Holmes crashes out, oh my, into the pits, he crashes. And Rule, yeah, just overtook him, yeah, at entry, but he couldn't, just, he needed to run wide to get into the pit entrance. Well, Philip Koenig leads again. So, Ruud is in, Holmes is in, and Nikolai continues. Nikolai knows he's got the right tires. So interesting. Oh, wow. Mason in the pits. Jones is going on his tires. Simon Smith in P8? Simon Smith? Guys, you need to pinch me because Simon Smith is P8. Well done, Simon. Come on. You can score points as well. Then it would be a lot of champagne for you, Simon. But yeah, getting back to the racing, we now have Philip Koenig again leading. But yeah, I think all eyes need to be focused on Marius Nicolai because he has those dry tires. He took the gamble, and I think those tires will go better on him every lap, and possibly could win, and that would be another shocker, actually. But he needs to keep it on track. While we have Philip Koenig nearing the end of the lap, so will we see him going into the pits? I think we will. We'll keep an eye out to see if that really is happening. No, he's going on, and that might be for him. Might be the best thing he can do. He's now got quite a lead, and why don't you try to get this? You can also see he did a 1:37.3. What does Nikolai, who's in P2, does? Yeah, he does 1:38.8. So yeah, it's kind of good from Koenig, because Koenig now says, hey, the guy behind me is doing a 1 second slower lap time, so I still will gain at least 1 second a lap. That's quite good thinking. So as long as he has a good lead, he just stay out. Yeah. It's quite good thinking and good responding from Koenig, because I believe he wanted to go into the pits. He doesn't do it now, and I think for him it would be the right tactics. Well, we've got Fournier passing Marius Nicolai. And I think did a 1:36, so Fournier is actually quite fast now. While the fastest lap of the race is being set by Terence Gretsch. Interesting. Where is Terence? Terence is only in P22. But yeah, he's quite fast on the track, so that's good. We've got Ruhold and Johnson next to each other now. We've got Ruhold and Johnson, but Ruhold doing it nice. While Davy Jones is just seeing those two in front of him, Johnson and Rowe, disappear. Jones is going to the pits. Going. So after 7 laps, still Koenig leading, and what happened to where is he? What's happened to Fournier? Fournier is in the pits again. Oh, Fournier is changed to the dries. Oh, interesting. So, what does that mean? Fournier was in P2, but does feel that the car is still too slow. So yeah, he went to the dry tires. But it means that Koenig still has about 13-second lead on Marius Nicolai with dry tires. So Koenig needs to have that gap in order to win. We still have, oh my god, we have Thomas Jacobs again in P3, and that's of course also interesting because he had quite a moment at the second corner, but yeah, he still drives and sticking to his plan. So I will give you the top 15 from now, starting from P15. In the last scoring position, we've got now Brett Metcalf in P15, with Michel de Jong in P14, with Fournier, I believe Fournier just dropped down out of the points, just so I can start over again. It's Aiden Paulson in P15 with Brett Metcalf P14, Michel de Jong at P13 with Johan Lindbergh P12, Carlos Fernandez in P11. My oh my, I think he really had an idea to win this race, but he's now in P11. With Rob Mason P10, Matthew Churk in P9, Philip Koenig, he did pits, and he pits to, he comes out in P8, Johnson Holmes P7, Muru P6, Kumar P5, Johnson P4, Road is now in podium position in P3, with Thomas Jacobs again in P2, one for Marius Nicolai. So it's Marius Nicolai who has a good shot of winning, because he's now the first guy again with dry tires. What is this gap on the next guy with dry tires? That's about 5 seconds. So I think Ruold and Johnson both are hunting for that win of Nicolai or Jacobs, but yeah. For now, Nicolai is still in front, but yeah, it will not take long before Ruold and Johnson will catch up, because they are quite mastering those positions now. So good. See. 36.8 from Nicolai and a 34.2 from Road. Okay, that says enough. Road is catching leaders, and Johnson with them. Well, we have a lot of battles still on the track, but also a lot of following because of the spray. It's are still very tricky conditions. Marius is really struggling for grip now in the lead, but yeah, he still has the lead. Jacobs, I think, just pit too late, but it's his tactics. I think otherwise he would have been down somewhere in P 25 or something. Yeah, Jacobs is still on wet tires, so interesting if he will do a late pit or says, well, no, I'm going to stick with it, and we'll see what I will get. It's always a bonus. But yeah, Rowe's getting close, and Rowe will just line up to do, I think, a more easy overtake at the main straight, because I think with his car he he should have get a better exit of the last corner, but that's not the case. So it gives a little bit more room to Jacobs, but yeah, does he have the straight line speed to stay ahead? Going quite well, and he's still managing. While we have Marius Nicolai still searching for grip, so the top 4 are within, I think, a second. So interesting, top 4 with 3 people on the dry tires, with 1 on the rain tires. So it's still interesting. It's still interesting, and they are not having it easy with Jacobs, with passing Jacobs. And of course, I think there's still some wet parts on the track. And Thomas still has an advantage on those points. It will not make it easy. But now he's got a back exit, and Rhodes is just trying to overtake. And yeah, with Thomas defending, he's giving P3 to Johnson. But he tried, and it was quite good. Well, we have some touching between Johnson and Ruel. So yeah, they're not agreeing on who should win the race, but yeah, first get past Nikolai. You can, guys. Nikolai is still in front. He's enjoying every bit of this experience in the lead, so he can look back on some good laps on this strategy, and he's still leading. But yeah, now there's Ruel coming. Who is pulling? He has a lot better top speed, and he's going to the lead. But where is Johnson? Johnson, oh, I think he made a little mistake, so he's 2 seconds down the road, but still quite near. So, Stefan Road, who, well, yeah, didn't win race 1 after having pole there and having quite a difficult race after having the lead in race 1, but he leads race 2 now, and it still means 25 points. Marius van Wijk that goes crazy if Stefan would win the race. Oh, we've got Carlos Fernandez. Oh, it's Cameron Brewster. Cameron Brewster lost his rear wing. So Cameron Brewster, he loses his rear wing again. Oh, I think we saw that in race 1. Oh, interesting. That's quite painful if that happens again. Well, we've got Marius Nicolai overtaking James Johnson again. Why is James Johnson struggling so much? It should be quite easy to pass him, but yeah, it isn't the case. This only helps Stefan Ruel, because he's having a lead that's getting bigger and bigger, around 3.5 seconds now to Marius. So yeah, Stefan did a quite easy overtake on Marius, but James Johnson has more problems, so it seems. We have Jacob still in P4 with Holmes in P5, Muru P6, Lindbergh P7, Koenig P8, Young in 9, and Fernandez in P10. Well, we have, when I said that, Johnson made a mistake, so from P3 he's going to P5. Oh, James, just get those points. You don't make a lot of mistakes, because those points are still good. But yeah, he's got some problems today, James, with grip. He doesn't like rain and the FC car. I think that's the main problem. But I'm not sure, of course. Oh, well, we have Philip Koenig spinning. No, we've got another one spinning. I think it's Bruno spinning. Koenig spinning. Ooh. That was, yeah, quite tricky, but they recovered. Now we have... And we already have... Let's see how many retirements we have. Not that much. three retirements. Terence Gretsch, Mr. Adrian, and well, Cameron Brewster is still repairing the rear wing. If they have any left break. Well, yeah. So Road is still leading, and Nikolai is still in P2. And yeah, I kind of had the idea that well, Nikolai was being eaten alive by the guys who came from the back. But yeah, with 4 laps to go, is he still in P2, and that would make team owner David Junt very happy if Marius could achieve that. And of course, Thomas Jacobs, the winner of race 1, is still in P3 on the wet tires. So it's interesting. But Jonathan Holmes and James Johnson are really looking fast now to overtake him. But yeah, it needs to happen. So yeah, Jonathan is already looking to overtake. He's got a lot of more grip outcoming of corners. So I think he will wait for the main straight. Of course, those cars don't have DRS, but still, it's possible to overtake without DRS. But yeah, he needs to have a quite a good exit. And does he have it? He's got quite a good exit. And now, yeah, there's Holmes coming. But what does Johnson do? Now Johnson doesn't have the straight line speed, it seems. Holmes doesn't have good straight line speed as well. But so Jacobs is trying to hold on. He's trying. Yeah, and he's still ahead. And now Johnson takes Holmes because Holmes is trying really hard to overtake Jacobs. Interesting. So if Johnson overtook Holmes again, and as long as Jacobs can make his car very wide, he has a chance. While when I said that, James Johnson passed Jacobs, and now Holmes passed Jacobs. But the winner of this is James Johnson. Oh well, we have a side spin. Oh, we have a. Oh, Thomas Jacobs lost his wing after an incident with Jonathan Holmes. Yeah, I think 2 cars within 1 car doesn't fit. It was quite unfortunate because they were trying to give each other just enough room. But yeah, I think aquaplaning didn't help this one. So yeah, with 2 laps to go, Road looking set for his first FC win, and then we've got Marius. Yeah, Marius will get his first. Well, I know his first FC podium if he continues like this. But James Johnson still thinks else to get P2 and give Marius P3. But yeah, he needs to show it. But Johnson seems to have found some pace again, so we will see if it's Nikolai or Johnson getting P3. With Muru in P4, that's interesting for Team Eval. With Holmes now in P5, Lindbergh P6. Well, it's now Fernandez in P7. Young just went to P8, Koenig P9, and Mason P10. Brett Metcalf, he will score points again? Oh, interesting. For Backbacker Brigade P11, P12, and P13, Kumar P14, and Thomas Jacobs in P15. So would still be points for the academy team in P15. Well, we have the last lap to go, so Road is now leading, and yeah, he's on for winning this race. While we have Johnson and Nikolai pretty close now, so Johnson will try to do the overtake. But yeah, the car of Johnson doesn't have the straight line speed, so he needs to do it at braking. But can he do it? No. And that's kind of smart driving from Johnson. Johnson knows I think he knows he's the championship leader, so he tries to not do any to take any risks what make him lose a lot of time or will give him a great position at the next event. So he will only go overtaking Nikolai if he can do a clean overtake. And yeah, if Johnson gets P3, he does a really good job for the championship. Because yeah, I think he will extend it more than he already had. We have we have rolled really close to the finish. So yeah, needed to do the race with only one commentary, but yeah, I'm pretty happy for Road. Road won the race. Well done, Road. So Stefan Road from the Netherlands won, and I think it's the first race win from Deltec. But who will be P2? It's second place will be for Nikolai, or will it be Johnson? It will be Nikolai, or not. I think it will be Nikolai, with Johnson in P3, with Muru in P4, with Holmes P5, Lindbergh, I think he will be happy with P6, with Carlos Fernandez in P7, and Michel de Jong in P8. Koenig is coming home in P9, with Rob Mason coming home in P10. So good points for those guys. Fournier in P11. I think he would not be very happy with those results, but those are points. 12 for Brad Metcalf. Sam Jones again scoring points for in P13. Kumar P14. And Jacobs coming home in P15. So that was race 2 for you. So it was an eventful round in around 2 rounds in Spain, and yeah. And I say I think not a lot of people expected this rain, and it really showed be very difficult in the rain, and it made it very tactical, taking which tire, how long will they last, and that kind of things. But yeah, we had 2 good winners. We've got I think 2 teams who won the first race within GPVWC. At least in the FC, we have 2 winning teams. But I think both teams didn't win earlier in GPV, so that's quite good to see those teams. I know Marius van Wijk, team owner at Deltec Racing, and a very passionate guy. I think he's over the moon by Stefan winning this race, so that's good. And of course, if I look at race 2, Marius Nicolai did a splendid job in getting P2. I think he will be really happy with it. Johnson did well. Of course, he didn't get the win he hoped for, but overall he scored a lot of points, and yeah, you don't win every time, but in the end, he might be the guy who wins the big thing, the championship, and he might have laid the foundation today by just doing the best what he could at today. So yeah, we've got Murray in P4, Holmes at P5. I think Holmes will be quite happy with P5. Good points. Lindbergh P6. Fernandez, I think Fernandez will be not happy after starting in P2 and finishing P7, but it still gives him good points, and he's not out of the championship, and he's still in the hunt. Well, looking if we have some people who wanting to be here for the interview, and just join, and we'll do the interviews later. If we have some people who think, hey, let's get interviewed by Menno, so just join and I will interview you. But yeah, 2 interesting races. Yeah, and I quite like it. But yeah, as a commentator, it's difficult to follow because it's everybody is doing something and everybody has problems with in working hard, keeping the car on track. So it's difficult for a commentator to follow everything. But it was good too. Well, I see we will not have any interviews today. So yeah, okay. Well, then maybe next time when you have the normal commentary team back again. Well, yeah, for today, it was really late when I heard it. I needed to, I could possibly do this broadcast, so I hope you guys liked it. In 2 weeks' time, we are going to the Challenge Turkish Grand Prix, and it's always a nice circuit with a lot of overtaking possibilities. So in 2 weeks, we will see good racing there, and I think everybody will train hard to be ready there, and I can't wait to watch that then, and I hope you too. So to end it with this, I'm happy you watched it. I hope we provided you a good broadcast, and we'll see each other in the future. And if you think, hey, I like sim racing, I want to start a GPV, just hit up, join the forums, and we have a lot of competitions where you can enter, like the GPVWC Open Series, who's available for anybody who's new to the league. So yeah, so if you find it interesting, just join the forums. And with that, I think I should end. Thank you all for listening and watching. We had 2 great races with 2 great winners, a lot of surprises on the podium, and yeah, couldn't be happier to broadcast this special broadcast for you today.